enabling payroll lodgement, including single-touch payroll. When a pay run is completed, certain information can be lodged with the Australian Taxation Office, electronically or online. In this section, we'll look at how to complete the settings to electronically lodge your client's pay run details with the ATO, including STP, which is single touch payroll. So while we're in the payroll settings, Carol completes the lodgement details of the ATO. You have the two options by choosing under payroll settings, ATO settings, but let's go through the Enable Single Touch Payroll wizard. We click on the button and this will actually allow us to set up STP or Single Touch Payroll much quicker than the other way. So let's just choose Proceed. This automatically comes up with the information that we have already added when we set up payroll. Let's choose Next. And this field that we complete next is who will be lodging STP events for this business. Will it be the employer, tax or BAS agent, or an intermediary for multiple employing entities? Let's choose the employer. Let's click Next. So this will be Damien doing his own STP. Now, all he needs to do is choose option 2, which is alternatively, if you do not have an Access Manager account, you must contact the ATO, and it gives you the number, and follow the instructions provided to register the software ID. So this is what we're doing next, is we're registering the software ID to the ATO. And it actually asks you the question, the software provider is KeyPay, and the software ID number is this number. Now, if you want to set up yourself as a BAS agent or tax agent, you choose option 1. That way you will log into your Access Manager using your MyGovID credentials, and you will need to be the principal authority of the authorisation or the administrator in the Relationship Authorisation Manager or RAM to use the Access Manager. So you've got the two options. If your client's going to do it, you just choose option 2. If you're going to do it, you choose option 1. So let's just say we've given Damien the information. Carol's called through, he's got the information. Then Damien has emailed Carol and said, yep, I've done that, no issues. We select that, we acknowledge that WebScale through the use of KeyPay is not providing an agent service and is not responsible for the preparation of any taxation, superannuation, or any other related documents. So once we've selected that, we'll just click Complete. Now you can see we have Single Touch Payroll enabled. Let's go to the dashboard and let's take a look if we were going to choose under Payroll Settings and then under ATO Settings. Now here you have two different tabs that you choose from. It's ATO Settings and Electronic Lodgement and STP. The first one that we need to ensure is correct is the ATO Settings. Now, if the business owner, as the employer, will be lodging their own payroll STP, all you need to do is just complete this particular line tab for your client. I just click on Copy from Business Settings and you can see it's populated with all the information that is already in the system. However, if you, the tax professional, whether it be a tax agent or BAS agent, are lodging STP on behalf of your client, please choose and select as a registered tax BAS agent. Add in your tax agent number, ABN, contact name, phone number, contact email. The business details are the business details, not yours, but the client's business details, as you can see. You can also complete the intermediary details if that is your case. But in our case, we're going to select this. So as you can see, we've actually entered in Carol's details, which is the details for Natasha's firm, of course, but Carol is going to be the contact email for Zippy Electrical, so she adds in her contact email, and then she just completes the rest of it and clicks Save. Once she's done that, she can then go to the electronic lodgement and STP, and all she needs to do is enable electronic lodgement. And Carol can either then call the ATO and provide them with the software provider and ID, or log into the ATO agent portal to access the Access Manager and update the details online there. So you can see there are different ways that can be done. Carol then ticks the acknowledgement to say that yes, she's completed electronic lodgement. And as you can see, we go through that as well. So once she enters in all the information, she's actually registered and ready to go with STP lodgements. Please note also that lodgements by an agent requires a standing authority to be completed, and Damien must give authority to Natasha's firm by the 2nd of July for that following year. Carol updates the standing authorisation declaration and clicks on Save. And the standing authorisation declaration is found under the electronic lodgement and STP, and this is where you add the standing authority. So we've got the standing authority from Damien Chow, and we have it for the 1st of July 2022. And let's click Save. So just as a tip, just make sure that when you are processing the ATO settings, just make sure that everything is correct on your behalf as you are lodging as the registered tax BAS agent. And then, of course, moving into the electronic lodgement and STP and ensuring that you've got the authority declaration each year. So let's go back to our payroll centre. And now we'll be able to see that the setup STP has now gone, which means that we know that we've actually set up STP correctly. So now that Carol has successfully completed the ATO and STP settings section for Zippy Electrical and Data Services, she will now move on to the chart of accounts in Payroll, the settings to make sure everything is captured and reported correctly.